question. How many of you guys are surprised that I'm still champion? Neither am I. No matter how it is done, I will always get the job done. I am still the champion and I will be champion for a long time to come. And I'm here to inform you all that I will not be competing at the Uprising pay-per-view. I mean, why would I? There is no one who is ready to deal with me. Instead, I will be watching from home on to see who is Mr. Money in the Bank will be this year. And make sure that they get the right idea of who they should be cashing in on. And trust me, I speak from experience on that subject. Hold up there, buddy. You're not doing this again. What, so you catch one lucky break in a match and now you're going to run away and hide from the Wolfpack again? Absolutely not. You can't go this long without fighting us. Or anyone, for that matter. You say that there isn't someone who's eligible to face you, and that's why you won't defend the title? But there is actually someone who is. Someone who never got his rematch for the title and is ready and willing to face you for it. Funny enough, here he is now. Max Danger, I see you up there. Don't you go anywhere. I agree with Steve. Alex Wilson is eligible for a rematch for the title since he never got one after losing it just before Insomnia. But I also agree with Max Danger, who says he doesn't have to defend the title at the Uprising pay-per-view, since he recently just defended it. And so, Max Danger, you won't have to defend the title at the pay-per-view. He's gonna do it tonight. In the main event, it is going to be Alex Wilson versus Max Danger for the WIW World Heavyweight Championship. Well, what an announcement! This, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be one hell of a show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darren Jacobs, and welcome to the final Fight Night episode before the Mayhem pay-per-view. That is High Voltage. We are just a few days away from beginning the build-up to Uprising, where we will crown the second ever Mr. Money in the Bank in history. Last year, of course, won by the current World Heavyweight Champion, who's putting his title on the line tonight against Alex Wilson in a rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship from a few months ago. That is going to be one hell of a match. But this one's going to be an interesting one as well to kick off the show. First man down to the ring, a man who does have a match at High Voltage pay-per-view. It is Jake Griffiths, who will be defending his Cruiserweight Championship against the man whose mask he is wearing currently. And that is El Estrella Chico. But tonight, he wasn't really supposed to be competing, but he asked Theodore Adam Wright if he could have this match. And this match, of course, ties into what happened 2 weeks ago when Jake Griffiths was ambushed not only by Dino D, but by Ryan Austin and Liam Connors as well. And Ryan Austin decided he was going to try and finish that match in Liam Connors' place. And Jake Griffiths, he wasn't too happy about that. So he spoke to the general manager, and tonight he'll be going one-on-one with Liam Connors. And Liam Connors and Ryan Austin, we still don't know what the extent of their relationship is. But we do know that there's gotten them into quite a bit of trouble. They ended up losing in a tag team match a few weeks ago at the pay-per-view kickoff show to Peter Bolton and Alan Hart. And Bolton and Hart we haven't seen much of since. Perhaps they're just working away together, trying to make things work as a team, potentially. Right now, they're not really in the tag title picture. So perhaps they're pursuing other things. Who knows? But they did get their win over them. And Liam Connors now looking for a bounce-back win here over the Cruiserweight Champion. Again, we still don't understand fully the motives of the of them attacking the champion. But we do know that Liam Connors was very unhappy with the result. And now he steps in to face himself. And Ryan is here. Ryan is in attendance. So these two are still together. They're still coming down to the ring together, still trying to help each other out, which is interesting to say the very least. But Liam Connors doesn't exactly have the best track record against Jake Griffiths, so we'll see if he can do any better tonight. But for Liam Connors, still with Ryan, and two very unlikely people. One's a pretty nice guy in Liam Connors. He's a pretty nice guy, very respectful. Then as for Ryan, not exactly someone I would refer to as respectful. But he is still with Connors tonight, and we'll see how this develops. But the bell rings and away we go. And you know that Jake Griffiths isn't going to want to lose. Oh, look at that. Jake Griffiths forced away there with brute strength by Liam Connors. And a strong start here from Liam Connors to get this one on the way. And like I say, you know both men are going to want to win, but Jake Griffiths, you're going to feel needs this win more. Coming into his title defense this weekend for the Cruiserweight Championship. It's going to be a tough match, the pay-per-view. It's not exactly going to be one that's going to be an easy fight for him. But right now, he's struggling here at the gate. And he's not having an easy fight as it is. Liam Connors, whoa, went for a bonsai drop. Well sidestepped there by the Cruiserweight Champion. And right now, the Cruiserweight Champion's looking shaky. You see him on his way back to his feet there from avoiding the bonsai drop. Not looking particularly strong out the gate here. But yeah, as you know, at High Voltage, the Cruiserweight Championship will be on the line between El Estrella Chico and Jake Griffiths. Jake Griffiths has knocked off so many #1 contenders to the Cruiserweight title, including El Estrella Chico. And I'm sure he'd love to do it again. He said that the Cruiserweight division is a joke, that he runs wild over it week in, week out, and he can just dominate. He doesn't even have to try to be the best Cruiserweight in the division, according to him. Of course, we do have a lot of new Cruiserweights coming in, of course. I'm sure the Revolution guys some of the Cruiserweights in the Revolution division would love a crack at the Cruiserweight title if it was offered to them. As well as, El Estrella Chico on the other brand. The Mayhem Stars, they love to have another go. Oliver Region, I'm sure he'd love to have another crack at Jake Griffiths. Couldn't get a win against him last Mayhem, though, on the Go Home show for the Mayhem brand. But right now, Jake Griffiths in a Bit of an uphill battle, but he's still going to play to the crowd. Probably one of the most hated men in WIW right now. And you never thought that the Cruiserweight division would produce such a powerful villain character quite like Jake Griffiths has. He has made a whole different persona for himself. We knew he was a bit of an arsehole last year, but this year he has gone leaps and bounds beyond the year of the Burrow. He has been so dominant since the start of Season 2. I'm not even sure we've seen him lose yet here in Season 2. I don't think we have. But Jake Griffiths is going to have an uphill battle at fighting Estrella Chico. Not only does... Oh, what a beautiful crossbody there by Connors. And look at Ryan. Ryan trying to help Connors out here by bringing a chair into the mix. And we know Connors isn't really one of those type of people. He's not going to be one to try and use that. Or maybe he is. Maybe his frustration for the Cruiserweight Champion has just escalated beyond control. And right now, Jake Griffiths retreating because of Liam Connors doing a fantastic job at keeping the Cruiserweight Champion at bay right now. And look at that, kicking the chair out the ring. And I'm not sure how Ryan's going to feel about that. And that's what I'm saying. Ryan and Connors are very much an unlikely partnership. Ryan prefers to do things to get the job done, do whatever's necessary. He doesn't care who he hurts or what he has to do to get it. He will cheat his way to victory, as you can see by the fact he's already tossing in a chair. Liam Connors, always been a fan of taking the high road. Not that that's particularly worked for him, but it's not like he hasn't had his opportunities. And now Ryan, look at this, getting involved, trying to help Connors out here, causing a distraction here, maybe to give him an advantage and to get some moves in. And he does as he plants him down onto the apron. Very nicely done by Connors. And straight into the cover off that slam. It was a very nice slam. But the Cruiserweight Champion kicks out. For Liam Connors and Brian Austin. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. But right now, Liam Connors looking to pull off a major upset here to the Cruiserweight Champion. Big double knees. And that could be enough. It's put better people away before. Well, maybe not better, but others before is what I mean. Is that going to get it done tonight? 2 count and a sharp one at that by Jake Griffiths. But Jake Griffiths is struggling right now. Connors knows he's in control. Look at this. He is fired up right now. And it doesn't look like he's going to show any signs of slowing down. He is dominating the Cruiserweight Champion right now. And another clothesline. And for Ryan and Connors, besides their personality... Oh, look at that. Screaming in his face. Connors trying to wind up the champion here. Really starting to wind him up. Trying to fight him. Oh, look at that. Went for a slap. Connors just brushes it away. For Connors and Ryan, like I say, besides personality, they're actually very well suited in the ring. Both very technical fighters. Both with very powerful striking abilities. Now look at this big slam. Down and straight into the cover. Is that going to be enough for Connors to beat Griffiths? No! Griffiths gets the shoulder up, and look at that frustration on Connors. And that's been the story of Connors' career. Just can't seem to find a finishing touch to matches. And maybe that's where Ryan can help him. Connors has always been a tough fighter. He does whatever he needs to get the job done. But however, he doesn't always get the job done because he doesn't have that clinical move that can get the job done. Whereas Ryan has a fantastic finisher. That running kick of his has taken out some of the biggest names on the division. Not just in any division, in all divisions. And now look at this. Jake Griffiths now looking for something big here. Oh, and slams him down. Trying to fight back in this matchup because right now he is getting his arse handed to him. And now the double stomp to the gut. Liam Connors might regret not being able to put this one away. Still fighting on though, still throwing strong. Ducks under the first clothesline, but Jake Griffiths had an answer to it. And now Connors in trouble here. If this connects, one of the most lethal finishers there has been in Season 2. Bunny Hop! And lately, only one has been needed to put people away. Is that the same for Connors here tonight? No! No, it is not. Connors gets the shoulder up at 2.5. Now Jake Griffiths playing to the crowd. And he's let that cause him problems in the past. Can't afford to let that happen tonight, especially with Connors doing as well as he is. Has him right now up for a torture rack. Oh, and spins it out into a powerbomb. Nice little bit of strength there from the Cruiserweight Champion. I was thinking of going high, but seems to be struggling a bit. Maybe just low on energy after it's been a grueling opening match. And now playing to the crowd. Look at that. Connors is a very, very popular name with the fans. He's always found the opportunities, but he's never found the title. And that's been the biggest problem for Liam Connors in his career. Perhaps maybe Season 2 can be a turnaround point. Perhaps maybe he's looking to go for other titles and pursue maybe the tag team titles. And maybe that's what Ryan's there for. And I think that's a nice balance between Connors and Ryan. Ryan, you know, will do whatever it takes to get the job done. Connors is willing to put in the work to make sure that it's done correctly. Maybe they will balance each other out very well. Who knows? But like I said, their first bit of tag team action didn't go particularly well. Losing in a tag team matchup, tornado style. And into the cover here goes Griffiths trying to put away. Liam Connors couldn't get it done to count. What an opening contest this has been so far. These guys are really going at it. But we've got one hell of a show. And that is going to close off tonight with the World Heavyweight Championship back on the line as we get a rematch for Match of the Year last year as Alex Wilson takes on Max Danger in what's going to be a huge main event. The general manager putting on this spontaneous main event. And right now catching the legs there is Jake Griffiths. And now look at this. Oh, submission hold applied. But the referee says that's too close to the ropes. You're going to have to release it. And now Griffiths trying to capitalize a bit further. Big slam down to the toss in the air. Into the cover. Is that going to be enough to get rid of Connors? It is. Connors gave a brilliant fight. And that's exactly what I'm talking about with Connors. Just doesn't have a lethal enough move to put away the top guys like Jake Griffiths. But look at that. He put on an amazing fight. And if you look through all the highlights, you'll see this match was dominated by Liam Connors. But then one thing led to another, and if you can't put the match away, eventually your opponent is going to. And Connors falls short once again to the Burrow, who gets another win right before the pay-per-view. And, oh, look at this! Look at this! The man he faced last week, it's El Murica! And Connors and Ryan just going to stand there and watch. Oh, look at this! Ryan's actually going to help! Ryan's helping take out the Cruiserweight Champion right now! And look at this! Oh, and he's taking him down. Maybe the reason that Connors and Ryan actually formed maybe is because of that. And look at that! Both of them talking trash over the top of the Cruiserweight Champion. The referee trying to get in here, trying to restore some order. And right now, Ryan and El Murica working together to deal with the Cruiserweight Champion. And doing a very good job of it by taking him down. And maybe they are combining to help El Estrella Chico achieve. Who knows? But El Murica, who has made it very clear that he didn't appreciate what Jake Griffiths did to his friend, is trying to help out any way he can. And now he's trying to do it by ambushing the Cruiserweight Champion. And look at this. He's trying to retreat here. He's trying to escape. Oh, no, look at this. No, he's going to take him out with the apron. Sweeps the legs and gets rid of him, but he gets planted by Ryan. Right now, this is an ambush. Connors just letting Ryan do this. Ryan maybe trying to stand up for Connors. Maybe trying to fight back against Jake Griffiths. I don't know what his motivations are. But the Cruiserweight Champion says enough of this. And he gets out of harm's way. Well, what a match that was, and an interesting ending. Clearly, Connors and Ryan working together, and El Murica clearly has chosen his side for the Cruiserweight Championship match. But there will be no interferences, no excuses at the pay-per-view. Who will walk out the Cruiserweight Champion? Will El Estrella Chico get his ultimate revenge and pull off one of the biggest wins in WIW history? Or will El Estrella Chico silence everyone, silence all the haters, and once again walk out the most dominant Cruiserweight in the entire of the division? Let's move on down the rest of the card. Next up tonight, some tag team action from the women's division. And this is following what happened last week when Barbie Versace went one-on-one with the women's champion Laura Stables. Last week, yeah, they collided, but then when Laura Stables picked up the victory, all of a sudden, Tashley and Catherine Albright decided to come down and help Barbie Versace absolutely ambush the women's champion. And I wasn't too sure what that was about, and I don't know. But apparently they are going to talk about it tonight. But Tashley coming down here with Barbie Versace down her side. They are going to be in tag team action against the women's champion Laura Stables and the former women's champion Brooke Danger. They are going to collide in tag team action next. But apparently Barbie Versace wants to tell us all exactly why they helped out, or what was going on between them. Because like I say, we don't really know what the situation is. All we know is that Catherine Albright and Tashley helped Barbie Versace to beat down the women's champion. And it could be for a number of reasons, but they've all come down here again tonight. And here comes, once again, Catherine Albright, who's had her run-ins with the Mayhem Women's Champion in the past. Now tonight, taking on, now trying to set her sights maybe on the Women's Champion. I don't know what's going on from these three women. All I know is that they've beaten down Laura Stables and they did it together. So, are they together or not? I don't know. But, you know, enough sitting around and guessing. Let's get her in the ring and see what they say. Last week, you all got to see a glance of the future of the women's division. And this week, you're going to get even more of a sneak peek of what's to come. Tashley and Albright are now working with me from here on out. You see, they want what I want. And that is to be front and center of the women's division. They were lost and they were looking for hope, and so they found their answer. Me. I am the Queen Bee, and we together are the Hive. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Hive, what they're calling themselves. They are working together now. The three of them, all working on the same page to try and capture the women's title, I guess. Or maybe one of them, I don't know. But they are together, and they have called themselves the Hive, with the Queen Bee standing at the helm. Quite a fitting name, I'd say. But anyway, here comes their opponents for tonight. Out first, Brooke Danger, who's not a happy woman. Captured the women's championship and then lost it again a month later. So you can't imagine that she's a particularly happy bunny after doing that. I thought she was going to go on for a dominant reign. She's a dominant fighter. And she had finally done what she set out to do, and that was capture the Fight Night Women's Championship. But again, Laura Stables was just too strong. And as she's done every single time, she has won her rematch clause. Laura Stables has never lost a rematch clause match. Well, tonight, Brooke Danger has to team with the champion, and I don't see that going particularly well. Their bond may not be that strong. I can guarantee you it's not that strong. But Brooke Danger tonight thrown into action with the women's champ. And speaking of the women's champion, here she is. And in the devil persona as well, because she's not happy. You can't imagine that the light side of Laura would have been coming out for tonight. The devilish side, who takes no prisoners, is the person who has decided to come out here and take on the Hive. And it's interesting to see a women's tag team forming where there's no tag team titles. So maybe there might be a bit of conflict there as to who goes for the women's title. But you can't blame Tashley and Catherine Albright from wanting to emerge from the shadows to actually, you know, step up and become major players in the women's division. So you can't blame them for that regard. But tonight we will see what they can do. Tashley and Albright, the Hive, versus Brooke Danger and Laura Stables. Bell rings and away we go. And a beautiful hurricane run at the start. And Tashley, I think I'm most surprised that Tashley has decided to join the Hive. Albright, yes, I'd expect it. She's attempted the women's title a few times. She hasn't been able to quite conquer it on the Mayhem's division. And then since coming to Fight Night, she's been pretty much in the shadows. She hasn't really emerged. Hasn't even really had a chance to compete this year. Big kicks there by Brooke Danger. But for Tashley, she's always been like a top player in the Fight Night women's division. She's always been in and around the title picture. Yes, she's only had, I believe, 2 attempts at the champion, Laura Stables, and she failed to capture both of them. But with the same breath, she's always been in and around the champion, and the champion knows how much of a threat she is. Great tag team work there from Stables and Danger. And Tashley early retreating here, but the champ, no surprise, not going to let her do it. Wheelbarrow facebuster plants her down. For Tashley and Albright, They have decided to align with Barbie Versace. Barbie Versace, if you've ever seen her across any promotions, you know that the one thing that she does have is influence. She seems to be able to, I don't know what the word would be, manipulate, I guess. Maybe encourage people to join her crusade, to help her pursue what she's hoping for. Big German there by Catherine Albright. For Catherine Albright, she's going to want to make a good impression here tonight. And I guess the Hive will. How embarrassing would that be? You target the champion, and then 2 weeks in a row, you lose to them. But these three women have formed together, and they are looking to become the women's champ. Well, one of them is looking to become the women's champion. Who knows? Maybe one of them wins it, and then maybe they exercise the three-bird rule here in the women's title. Who knows? I don't know what the situation is between these three. It's an early situation that has brewed. But from what we understand, their goal is clear, that is to go for the women's champion, Laura Stables. And Stables, as we know, will take on any challenger no matter what the circumstances. And right now, Catherine Albright, big knees to the back and drops her down. And right now, the Hive taking control since Laura Stables came in. Brooke Danger's done a lot better job of handling the situation. Tag is made now, some tag team work between Albright and Tashley. And a beautiful double hip toss there. Oh, and beautiful kicks to follow as well. And look at that, was trying to flip out and find the tag there to Brooke Danger, who was doing a lot better to start with than Laura Stables, the women's champion, has. And maybe the women's champion's still a bit woozy, maybe still a bit hurt after the ambush last week by the three women that they are facing tonight. And Versace sitting alongside the ring, just watching on. She's not getting herself involved tonight. And we don't, like I say, we don't know much about the Hive, but what we do know is that it's very much led by Barbie Versace. That much is obvious. Tags made. Back in comes Brooke Danger. And now look at this, trying to get her up and tosses her over there. Very nicely done. Good tag team work. Oh, and Stables thought about staying in there. She hesitated for a second, but she is out of the ring. She's out of harm's way. And Tashley, we know how much of a threat Tashley actually is. She's a fantastic fighter. The glowing star of WIW, the nickname she goes by. She just hasn't been able to capture the women's title, but she's had her opportunities. And maybe that is what she needs. Maybe the alliance is what's needed. When tag's made, and back in comes Catherine Albright, who had a very good start into the match. I'd say the Hive have had majority control, but it looks like that majority control might go to waste here. Massive strike there by Brooke. And now Brooke into a submission hold here, wrenching away on the back and neck. But well escaped there by Catherine. And Catherine couldn't capitalize on the escape. Oh, and a massive knee to the jaw. And the former women's champion dealing with Albright and Tashley right now. Tashley trying to capitalize, has her in the corner, couldn't get there. Oh, look at that. Maybe she was looking to land some strikes in the corner, but she couldn't. Albright escapes. And now can Albright capitalize? Big! Northern Lights bridges through. Oh, wait, no. Doesn't bridge through into the cover. Bridges through to Brainbuster. Very nice combination there from Catherine Albright. And now into the cover. Is that going to be enough? Laura Stables in no rush to come to the rescue. Maybe she knew that Brooke was going to kick out there. Didn't matter in the end. Brooke Danger does escape. But now Catherine Albright, perhaps looking for a finishing touch here. Oh no! Whatever she had planned, it was blocked by the champ. Or the former champ. Oh, and there's the roundhouse kick. Roundhouse kick to the top of the skull. Into the cover. Is that going to be enough? Tashley breaks it up before a count can really occur. And now Laura Stables going to take out Tashley as well. And now look at this. Now look at this. Oh, look at this. Just like Versace. With a leg trap DDT. And look at Versace saying, I taught her that on the outside. And Catherine Albright now firing back in this matchup after it looked like she was done for. And beautiful leg drop as well there. And these women giving it their all. Stables calling for a tag, and Albright wanted her to come in. She wanted her to make that tag. And now Stables is in, but you never just want to be trapped in the ring with Stables. And that's exactly why she tosses her to the outside. And that is great work indeed there by the Hive to isolate each individual woman. Barbie Versace must be liking what she's seeing here. Didn't get off to the best of starts, but now all of a sudden Albright and Tashley are actually taking control completely of this matchup. And that's what happens when you've got two women on the same page. They're going to work together. They're going to do better. Dragging her to the middle of the ring. Going to try and steal the cover. Brooke Danger back to her feet, but I don't know if she's going to get there in time. Luckily, she didn't need to. And Stables kicks out at 2. Oh, went for a drop kick to the back. Well counted. And the women's champion now, who hasn't had a great match, now might be trying to put her away. Worry signs maybe for the Hive into the submission. One of the most lethal submissions here that we have seen. Is it going to be able to put her away? She's squirming. And she releases the hold, sensing that it wasn't getting it done. And now setting up for the End of Days. In trouble here. End of Days connects. And straight into the cover. But look at Tashley straight in to make the save. And making sure that Albright didn't have to exert any energy to kick out. But then her partner gets taken out and Tashley rolls out of harm's way again. Tiffany Abbott still fighting strong, still trying to fight back here. Beautiful snap German suplex. And now, can she find a finishing touch herself, Catherine Albright? Can she find something here? What's she going for? Albright flying in. Oh, and an axe kick! Axe kick to the top of the skull. And this could be a huge pinfall victory for the Hive if they can pin the Fight Night Women's Champion. Oh, but Stables is saved at 2 by her partner. And now look at this. Albright going to take her frustrations. Oh, no. Was going to take her frustrations out on the non-legal man. Decided to focus on the legal man, or the legal woman in this case, I guess. And now look at this. Oh, she went for Danger after the fact, but Danger sidesteps. And what a tag team encounter this has been between the champs, the former champ and the Hive. And now look at this. Catching the leg there. Maybe she was looking to go in again. And now more submission work here from Stables. Single leg Boston Crab in the middle of the ring. Versace. I wonder what she's thinking on the outside. She hasn't got herself involved at all. And I thought maybe she might have done. Maybe she's just happy with what Tashley and Albright have been doing. Albright's been doing predominantly most of the work. But Tashley has kept her in this match for quite an extensive period. Now looking for that Northern Lights again. Beautiful Northern Lights. And for a third time bridging through into the Brainbuster. Very nicely done there by Catherine Albright. Spins her around. Russian leg sweep. And Danger begging for a tag, but she didn't look in particularly good shape. Wisely, Albright decides to tag out. Back in comes Tashley. And now Tashley, what's she thinking? She might be looking to put away the champ, maybe. Maybe she's got something in mind. Ran right into it. Oh, but look at that. It's a leg drop. Leg drop to the back of the skull. And this has actually put away the champion in the past. Is it going to be enough to do it again here tonight for the Hive to get the win into the cover? They're going to try and stop Brooke Danger from breaking it up, but she couldn't. And now, right, Brooke Danger taking him out, but the Hive playing to the crowd here. And now Brooke Danger still trying to take out everyone. But look at Tashley. Tashley to the top. And oh, and she lands with the senton. The referee is down, so anything goes to the second. Stables trying to take advantage. No, Tashley trying to take advantage of that. She couldn't. And right now she has just exploded back into this ring here. Tashley. Brooke Danger desperately trying to get a tag in because the women's champion is in a lot of trouble. And Tashley and Catherine Albright are in control. There's no doubt about that right now. Can they capitalize, though? They need to get the win. They're going to go for the cover. Again on Stables. Can they get it done? Another 2 count. Well, what incredible action we have seen tonight from everyone. Everyone has put on one hell of a show so far. And we're not even halfway. We've only had a couple of matches here. Plus, of course, the huge main event we have scheduled, where the World Heavyweight Championship will be put on the line as Alex Wilson takes on Max Danger for that title, and that's going to be one hell of a main event. And now look at this. Beautiful. What a jump there. That was quite a distance from the middle rope to leap. And Tashley does a great job of it. Tashley in control right now, but can she capitalize? She's struggled to put away Stables in the past. She has put away Stables in the past. That's how she won her championship opportunity. Well, stuck behind there. Went for the German, but well countered. And you see Tashley fall to one knee there. She's tired. She's done a lot in this match to deal with Stables. But as usual, Stables just doesn't go down. But now she goes down with the submission hold applied again. The Hive are in trouble here. This could be enough. And it is. Albright and Tashley put on one hell of a match against the women's champion and Brooke Danger. But in the end, Brooke Danger and Laura Stables get the better of them. Laura Stables, she's just unstoppable. She just doesn't stay down for long enough anymore to actually keep this fight going or to keep it ending any other way than her winning. A huge victory, though. The Hive must be disappointed with that loss, though. They needed that win to get momentum, and they just couldn't. And in the end, Laura Stables makes them pay. A big victory. Oh, but look at this. No! It didn't matter. They still get taken out by the Hive. Ambush on Danger and on Stables. And they are making it clear, win or lose, it doesn't matter to them. They're still hunting down the women's champion. They're not ready to give up chase just yet. But will the championship opportunity fall to one of the Hive? Or will Laura Stables be able to steer clear of them? I don't know. But we have to move on down the rest of the card. Next up tonight, the Television Championship is back on the line for a Big Willie Big Invitational. And last time out, the match was ended in Big Willie's victory, of course. But Big Willie actually was taken out by Alex Corzo. And Alex Corzo is not his challenger tonight, we're being told. But Alex Corzo has put the Television Champion on notice. And after his defeat to the champion, after his defeat to SDC, Corzo looking to bounce back in a big way. He keeps looking for a challenge, and he ain't going to get a bigger one than this man, who at Uprising, of course, will be, for a whole year, the Television Champion. And then again, he puts it on the line tonight against whoever is willing to step up and take it. What an upset that would be. It's happened in the past, right before he was his 200th day at champion. On day 198, the title was taken from him by none other than JW Cashman. A month later, he won it back in a one-on-one scenario, and he won it with pretty much ease. But as for Big Willie, he has gone on and he's had a fantastic second reign as well. I believe this second reign at Uprising will be at 167 days. And that will combine, of course, with his former record of 198. He's looking to beat his own single reign record here as TV champion. And we'll have to see if he does that. But the challenger tonight is someone who he's actually struggled to put away in the past with these TV Championship Open challenges. It is Trevor Jackson, who we only ever see on rare occasions, but when we do, it's always for either the world title or for the television champion. He always finds a way to get himself in the big matches. That's what Trevor Jackson's all about. He likes to do things big, and that's exactly what he does here. And that's exactly why tonight he is stepping up to face the television champion once again in action. It's going to be one hell of a contest, this one, because Trevor Jackson has come very close to beating Big Willie in the past. He actually has beaten Big Willie in the past in singles competition, just not when the title was on the line. Can Trevor Jackson turn that tide again here tonight? As usual, television championship on the line. No matter what the circumstances are, no matter who's pursuing it, Big Willie will always seem to put it on the line. The challenger, Trevor Jackson, only ever turns up for the big occasions, because that's the type of fighter he is. What a big occasion it would be, though, pulling off the upset victory here tonight and taking the television championship right before Big Willie hits 365 days. As I mentioned, it hasn't always been Big Willie's way. Right before 200 days, he lost the title the first time. And now this time around, he has the potential risk of losing it right before a whole year as a combined television champion. But Big Willie, never afraid, never one to back down from a challenge. And once again, he is willing to put it all on the line and put the television championship back up for grabs against another challenger. He never backs away from whoever it is. Trevor Jackson with a huge opportunity tonight to win his first championship here in WIW. And that is the prize that is on the line, but he is going to have to pry it out of Big Willie's hands if he's going to get his hands on it. And these two getting ready to throw down with the title on the line. And, oh dear. Well, look who is at ringside. Alex Corzo. The Mexican Titan has not answered the call, but he is here at ringside to watch this TV Championship match go down. And Alex Corzo playing the mind games. Maybe he's not interested in the title. Maybe he's just interested in dethroning the champ, and he doesn't care who takes it. Well, I have no idea what the situation is, but this match is going to get on the way. The television championship is on the line, and we are underway. And Alex Corzo, I don't know how much he's going to get himself involved, or if he is going to get himself involved. I'll tell you what, when Big Willie's in a title match, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near him. He is pretty much unbeaten in all title defenses. He's a two-time television champion. The only time he ever lost the title, of course, was that infamous triple threat match where JW Cashman pinned William Hale to become the TV champion. But in title matches, Big Willie has never been pinned, never been submitted. He is unbeaten, technically. I mean, he lost one, but I mean, whether you count that or not, that's up to you. But right now, Big Willie in a lot of control, and I think Big Willie's not going to be all showy tonight, not going to potentially show off. Maybe he will, in spite of Corzo, but he has eyes on him, and he has someone who really is keen to target him for the title. And I'm sure Corzo would be a real big threat to the title. So far, only lost one match here in WIW, and that was to SDC. And I'm sure he might have a reason for that. Jackson popped back up to his feet, but he's crashed into the corner by Big Willie. And now look at this. Alex Corzo is going to get himself involved here, it looks. And he's causing distractions for Big Willie. And Big Willie not happy. He's telling him he needs to leave. And he doesn't appreciate what he did last week. But look at this, Jackson. Jackson takes advantage and he takes the big man down. And Corzo has seen enough. He's going to leave and let this championship match continue. Big Willie and Trevor Jackson. Well, that's what happens with Big Willie, man. That's what happens, Big Willie, man. You can't afford, especially in a championship match, you can't afford to take your eyes off the prize. You really can't afford to do that. But right now, straight back on task and right back to attacking Trevor Jackson. Well, Alex Corzo has been messing with the champ for the last couple of weeks now. And maybe that is because he wants the match, but maybe he just doesn't want it in an open challenge. I don't know what he wants from Big Willie, but right now he's been causing Big Willie problems and he's made life difficult for him. Last week ambushing him after his championship match. This week trying to sabotage his actual match. And I don't know what the situation is. Big splash by Big Willie, and that might be enough. Huge splash from the middle rope. Only gets a 2. And Big Willie staying in control of Trevor Jackson. Trevor Jackson just really hasn't got going tonight. But we know he doesn't need many moves to be that lethal fighter that we know he is. Irish whip to the corner now. Trevor Jackson, can he find some momentum here in this matchup? He's been given help, but he hasn't been able to capitalize on the help he's been given. And now Big Willie has him in his grass and slams him down with authority. And Big Willie now going to send that message to Alex Corzo. And now look at this. Massive running knee plants him down. And now going to follow through with that, with a splash. What a combination by Big Willie. Big Willie, tired. Maybe he isn't got it all there anymore. I don't know. Maybe Big Willie is struggling to defend the title week in, week out. I don't know, but he doesn't be slowing. It seemed to be slowing down today. Running powerbomb. Running powerbomb by the television champion. He drags Trevor Jackson to the middle of the ring. Is that enough to keep Jackson down? No, it's not. 2 count. And I thought it might have been for a second there, but Big Willie, who can't believe his eyes, is still going in this match with Jackson, who gets tossed out the ring. And Big Willie starting to struggle with these open challenges, not putting them away as easily as he used to. Maybe people really are starting to learn about how to deal with Big Willie. Like I say, we know Trevor Jackson can beat Big Willie. He's done it in non-title action. He just hasn't been able to do it with the title on the line. But right now, he is still fighting back in this match. Sunset flip by Trevor Jackson, and a flip for style. Very nicely done there by Trevor Jackson. And that's exactly why he's always near the title competition, even though he very, very, very rarely competes here in WIW sometimes. But when he does, he's a top-tier competitor. Trevor Jackson now has Big Willie in a bad place. He can't get back to his feet. Oh, and he connects with the boot. And straight into the cover. Is that going to be enough to keep Big Willie down and to take his championship? No, it's not. Big Willie gets the shoulder up just about. Huge kick out. And he needed that one, Big Willie. But can Trevor Jackson now carry that momentum? Big Willie, we know, doesn't stay down for long, even though he has gone down quite a bit in this match. Mainly through fatigue. He's really struggling to deal with Trevor Jackson. Jackson may have had help from distraction by Alex Corzo, but it hasn't really had too much of an effect over the overall match. And now he's in trouble again. If this running knee connects, Trevor Jackson's hopes of walking out TV champion could be over here. Big knee again by Big Willie. Connects one more time with the running knee. And now whilst he's down, look at it, stomping away on the arm. And one running powerbomb didn't do the trick. Maybe a second one will. Trevor Jackson in a bad spot. A second running powerbomb by Big Willie. And he drags Trevor Jackson to the ring for what will surely be the end of this contest. Big Willie retains again. Huge victory in the end. He had to fight very hard to keep the title on that one. Huge win for the big man. He needed it. And he continues his momentum towards Uprising. But with Alex Corzo lurking around, making himself very clearly eager to become the champion. Maybe Corzo is his next threat, I don't know. But Big Willie retains again here tonight despite the odds. Well, it was made more difficult than it needed to be with the interruption from Alex Corzo. But once again, Big Willie gets the job done here tonight, retains the title, and he does it in spectacular fashion, as he always does. That's the power of Big Willie. But it looks like Alex Corzo is hungry for the title. But is he actually willing to step in the ring and face Big Willie for it? I don't know. He doesn't seem to be right now. Regardless, Big Willie retains again as he heads towards Uprising. Let's move on down the rest of the card. Last up tonight before the huge triple threat match. Last up tonight before the huge main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is a triple threat match, and it is similar to the one that we saw on Monday Night Mayhem a few nights ago. And the Death Ninjas getting involved this time. It should not be a triple threat technically, because the League of Gods and Linebacks aren't technically allowed to compete over on the Fight Night brand, but they have allowed the League of Gods to fight tonight. So we're going to get the same triple threat as last week. This time, one half of the Death Ninjas, Harry Austin, stepping into the place where the Linebacks were last time. And of course, this is ahead of their huge Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Ladder match for both the Mayhem and Fight Night Tag Team titles at the High Voltage pay-per-view. It's going to be one of the bigger matches of the night. The Death Ninjas, the unbeaten in tag team competition. They have lost quite a bit in singles action, though, that has to be said. They lost in the Gauntlet match a few weeks ago. But tonight, they step up against the other half of the Wolfpack. David walked out with the win last time out in tag team action. In the triple threat action. Tonight, Steve looks to do the same. Stephen Thomas steps up again tonight to try and win the matchup and make it a sweep for the Wolfpack. He knows that tonight the focus will be on Alex Wilson, who will be going for the World Heavyweight Championship. Thanks to him, of course. It was Steve who came out earlier on tonight and he said, listen, my boy deserves another opportunity at the championship, and you know it. And wouldn't you know it, the general manager agreed. And not only that, he agreed to have the title match tonight. And now that will be the main event. But Stephen Thomas stepping up into action tonight. And we'll see what he does with King Sam on a brief hiatus, it appears. Stephen really is stepping up to his leadership role and to his duties here for the Wolfpack. And he's managed to convince him into getting a world title shot. Maybe he is the next in line for King Sam's throne as the leader of the Wolfpack. Who knows? But Steve steps up tonight for his team. And of course, the League of Gods. We had Damas step up on Mayhem. And it looks like Black Jesus will be stepping up on Fight Night. The powerhouse of the League of Gods. One of the strongest men in WIW. He is a ridiculously powerful man. And tonight he steps up looking to win this triple threat for his team. So the people who aren't in the match here is both of the linebacks, who of course have been banned from Fight Night for quite some time, unless they do win the tag team titles at High Voltage pay-per-view. We've got them. We have the League of Gods missing Damas here tonight. The Death Ninjas missing Def Lordicus. And as for the Wolfpack, it is David sitting out here tonight on their behalf. But triple threat action between these three before the main event. We'll be seeing Steve coming out again later on, but we'll see how they go here tonight. Bell rings and away we go. Triple threat action underway, and everybody getting caught with each other there, trying to all go for one another at the same time. And right now, Black Jesus is going to face the double teamwork there and a step up insecurity with assistance there from Harry and a splash down to help. Oh, and he thought Harry was dealing with him there, and Harry caught Stephen taunting and makes him play by flying off the middle rope. And they don't call him the Flying Ninja for nothing. That is for sure. Harry stepping up in singles action. He hasn't exactly had the best history in singles action. Some of you who are long-term subscribers or maybe never saw the trial. If you never saw the trial era, by the way, go back and watch it, because it was early days of WIW, and yes, it was very poor production. But go back and watch it, because the trial era had some really, really good stuff in it. It had the formations of the Wolfpack. It had set the boundaries for most of the stuff you see today. It really has. It's paved the way. And now look at Steve. Oh, what a combination! Thrown down by Black Jesus, and then Steve with a beautiful springboard moonsault off the apron, and Harry just gets absolutely ambushed with offense right there. And now Black Jesus trying to fight his way into this match here. Gorilla press. Drops him down onto the knee. And right now Steve trying to fight him off. Of course, this is triple threat, so no disqualifications. Anything goes in this matchup. And they used that to full effect in the last triple threat. We saw tables, sledgehammers, chairs all coming out. Whether these guys will bring that in, I don't know. But look at this. Harry caught Jesus taunting there, but right as he stopped, he retreated and decided to go focus in on Steve again. Went for the senton and doesn't connect. And that's the problem with a fighter like Harry Austin. It's high risk and high reward. Just like the first ever pay-per-view for Revolution will be named. And a beautiful toss there by Steve, and Harry rolls out of harm's way. Steve's going to try and take advantage by getting rid of Jesus. Couldn't do it. And the League of Gods and the Wolfpack have been feuding for the last couple of months over the Mayhem and Fight Night tag team titles. I thought it was going to end with the rematch clause of the League of Gods, who of course cashed in their rematch clause on an episode of Monday Night Mayhem for the Mayhem tag team titles. And unfortunately for them, that match was interrupted by the linebacks, and the linebacks ever since have interrupted plenty of matches, and that includes the Death Ninjas Fight Night tag team title matchup with the Wolfpack. And that interruption has led to this big fatal four-way tag team ladder match at the pay-per-view for both the tag team titles. You got to give it to Coach Wilson. He doesn't always do it clean. Well, he never does it clean, but he does know how to get his boys what he wants, and what they want are the tag team titles. Of course, every single team in this arena have been Mayhem tag team champions, minus the Death Ninjas, who have never captured tag team gold here in WIW, and they'll be looking to do that again here. Well, they'll be looking to do it for the first time ever at the High Voltage pay-per-view. And I know a lot of fans would like to see the Death Ninjas as tag team champions, but right now Harry's in a bad spot as he's rolled through for the super kick. And Steve might be looking to make the cover, but he didn't see Black Jesus getting back into the ring. And Ty breaks it up. And now look at this. Double underhook. Oh, and a suplex there with the double underhook. Bridge through, but only for a 1 count. And Stephen Thomas of the Wolfpack is in control right now. Harry now trying to get back to his feet. And Steve just going to give him the space to do that. Clearly, Steve has eyes for Jesus because he sees that Jesus is back to his feet, and that's the power of Black Jesus. Packs a real punch, and now look at this. Going for a powerbomb. Harry able to escape there. Harry couldn't capitalize. Oh, and he pays the price. Spinning back fist. Spinning back fist, and he's already been hit with a super kick. Harry's in trouble here. I don't think Steve's going to get back in time. He does. Steve rolls on top to break it up, and Steve keeps the match alive. But Black Jesus really showing off his power and dominance here. All of a sudden this match, but now Steve going to take advantage. Harry's down. Pedigree. Pedigree to Black Jesus, and into the cover. Oh, look at this. Harry leaps over and breaks up the count. Harry keeps the match alive, but Steve is hyping up the crowd right now. He's in control. And right now, one half of the Tag Team of the Year, the 3-time Fight Night Tag Team Champions and the 1-time Mayhem Tag Team Champions. The Wolfpack, so dominant. And tonight, we'll see them not once, but twice in action here tonight. Big counter there by Harry Austin. He does very, very well. And now Harry trying to capitalize on that reversal, but he couldn't. Steve with a counter of his own. And Harry is really struggling to keep up here with Black Jesus and Steve. He tried to get him up, and he just couldn't do it. He just doesn't have the strength to get him up over, and Harry rolls out of harm's way. And once again, we're left with Steve and Black Jesus, and Black Jesus might be now looking for the opportunity to put him away. Look at this. Up on the shoulders, and look at the strength as he plants him down. Muscle buster into the cover. Harry springs back to his feet. I don't think he's going to get there in time, but he does. Harry makes the save, and this match is alive. Harry now needs to do something big to keep himself in this matchup. He deals with Black Jesus. He gets him out of the ring with the Hurricane Rana. Now he's going to try and steal the pin. Is that going to be enough to get it done? Steve's had time to recover, and it's a 2 count. Well, what action we have seen in this triple threat so far. Oh, but now Steve catches Harry slipping, and he might pay for it. Pedigree. Pedigree, and down goes Harry. Steve now with Black Jesus down. He's not going to come in and make the save, and Steve takes it. 1 pedigree was all that was needed there, and Stephen Thomas completes the set. The Wolfpack win both triple threat matches. What a contest. Everyone gave everything they had in that match, and Steve in the end delivering 1 pedigree to each of them gets the job done. Well, the Death Ninjas and the League of Gods are going to need to regroup to get some momentum coming into this pay-per-view. I thought this was the finishing touch there, the massive muscle buster, but Harry managed to break it up, tried to capitalize, and instead he gets caught. And the one half of the Tag Team Champions gets it done just like David did on Mayhem. Huge victory for Stephen Thomas tonight. Needed to get it done, and he did, to give his team momentum heading into the pay-per-view, because he's got 3 very hungry teams all ready to climb the ladder at high voltage to take the championship away from this man. But the question is, can he do it? Will the Wolfpack find a way to maintain both the Mayhem and Fight Night Tag Team titles, or will one of the 3 other teams manage to emerge victorious and take the tag team titles away? I don't know, but that is going to be one hell of a match at high voltage, and I can't wait for it. But let's move on to tonight's huge main event. Main event of the evening, and boy oh boy, is it a big one. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line in tonight's main event. Alex Wilson of the Wolfpack has been granted a rematch from a few months ago. If you remember correctly, Max Danger won right before Insomnia back his World Heavyweight Championship to become a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. And the Wolfpack managed to convince the general manager that he deserves a rematch at Uprising, but the general manager didn't want to wait until Uprising. He has decided that he wants to do this now. The Wolfpack here tonight for the championship, and Steve leads him out following his victory just a moment ago, as the Wolfpack are here. It's been a while since we've seen all of them together. They've all been doing their own things. Alex Wilson was recently just trying to target the Cruiserweight title, but now pursues once again what he wanted to pursue a long time ago, and that was the World Heavyweight Championship. He's a former World Heavyweight Champion, and tonight he steps out. Steve did a big task. He had a big job to convince the manager to come out and do it, but the general manager didn't seem too uneager to get it. Maybe he just wants Max Danger to drop the title at this point. I don't know. But Stephen Thomas leads out the Wolfpack. And no King Sam, interestingly enough. King Sam we haven't seen for a while. Not sure the reason why. But King Sam is not here. And the Wolfpack are for a huge matchup. Alex Wilson and Max Danger have been a part of some of the best matches in history. Literally, they had match of season 1 at episode 100. It's sudden death. It was one of the best matches I've ever seen. If you haven't seen that match, go back and watch it, because man, that is an incredible match. But Alex Wilson with a huge task tonight, and he's got David and Steve, the tag team champions, with him at ringside through it all. But the Wolfpack, they may have the numbers game, but so do the Danger family, who you got to imagine are accompanying Max Danger down to the ring tonight. Son of the legendary Chris Danger coming down to the ring once again to defend the championship that he has held for quite some time. He's a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. He won his first one by beating King Sam with a Money in the Bank cash-in, which he won at Uprising almost a year ago, as Uprising is around the corner. Max Danger, again, has defended against a lot of people. He's defended against Alex Wilson. He has defended... Well, he hasn't defended to King Sam yet. King Sam yet to face Max Danger for the World Heavyweight Championship, even though he is still due a rematch, but actually he traded his rematch for a chance to fight Blake Austin at Insomnia, to fight the chairman. That was a big risk. It was a high risk, but he won the match, so he paid the price and he got it. But the World Heavyweight Champion has taken on some big threats, and he has won most recently against Bruiser Brad, but Bruiser Brad was ambushed by Big Boss, so he didn't even really have to try in that match. He just turned up and he won the contest because his tag team partner ambushed him. And that's exactly why the general manager says that Max Danger is fully capable and eligible to defend the title, but he doesn't want to wait another 4 weeks for him to have that title defense. Tonight, Max Danger defends the title here. The Danger family by his side, the Wolfpack by Wilson's side. These two had an epic matchup last time. We'll see if that continues tonight. The World Heavyweight Championship back on the line, and I believe for the first time in a while on the line here at Fight Night. It hasn't been on the line at Fight Night since I believe King Sam was the World Heavyweight Champion. And now tonight it's back on the line. Alex Wilson, former World Heavyweight Champion. He took that title from Max Danger. Tonight he's been given the opportunity to go for it again. Will he be able to do it? Will he be able to get the championship back? The champion Max Danger, fresh off his victory against Bruiser Brad. Yes, he had all the assistance in the world in that match, but he did get the job done. He's doing a fantastic job so far as champion, even though he hasn't been there for quite some time. He's hardly been in the ring since winning the title back. But the 2-time world champion, the main event of Insomnia winner. He is a former Money in the Bank winner. He's a 2-time world heavyweight champion. Tonight puts it all on the line, risks it all for the World Heavyweight Championship against one of his biggest rivals of his entire career, and that is Alex Wilson. And the title is back on the line here tonight. This one's going to be a huge main event. The bell rings, and away we go, and we know full well what to expect from these two. And we'll see if we get another Timeless Classic between the two of them tonight. Big start by Max Danger there, getting straight on the offensive. And Max, remember, is really fresh. Has only had two matches in season number 2 so far. Actually, no, I think he has only actually had one, and that was his first title defense against Bruiser Brad, literally, I think, a week or 2 ago. So Max Danger, and of course, he didn't even really need to fight in that match, so he is fresh as a daisy. Whereas the Wolfpack, they've had their battles. Alex Wilson, not too much of them, but he has been fighting hard every opportunity he gets. And if he fails here tonight, I don't know what happens. Maybe that means Max Danger, well, like the general manager said earlier, Max Danger will not have to defend the championship at Uprising if he can retain tonight. And right before the High Voltage pay-per-view, we're getting a world title matchup. And that's the second matchup of the night for the title. Of course, the television championship was defended earlier by Big Willie against Trevor Jackson. And now Alex Wilson trying to take the World Heavyweight Championship back from Max Danger and back to the Wolfpack. It has been months since the Wolfpack held the World Heavyweight Championship. Two members of the Wolfpack have held the world title. Of course, King Sam having the longest world title reign in history. And then Max Danger, who is creeping up on that, took it from him. Alex Wilson won it back, but only for a month before the rematch, which saw these two bring it to a wrap-up for the time being. But they are back here tonight to settle the score. They are one apiece against each other in title action, and we'll see who will come out the winner here tonight. These two put each other through hell last time out. It took 7 super kicks to keep Alex Wilson down last time out. And these two have, whether they've grown or not since then, I don't know. Maybe they've learned to read each other. Although he did connect with 7 super kicks. However, he did miss about freaking 10 or 12. Oh, and a beautiful crossbody takes down Max Danger. And that's the thing with these two. They've got such great chemistry inside that ring. They push each other to the limit. They really do bring out the best in each other. Whether they like to admit it or not. Double underhook facebuster by Alex Wilson. And now Wilson to the middle rope. Trying to do whatever it takes here to get the title back in the hands of the Wolfpack. Misses with the double knees, and he's hurt his leg there on the way through. But the stare down between the two lands with ends with a knee with Max Danger. And into the cover, trying to get rid of Wilson. And of course, it wasn't going to be that easy. The Max Lock last time was the difference between the two. At sudden death, it was the greatest match in WIW history so far. The second time round, it was another classic. But when them both tired, it ended a lot quicker than before. Maybe these two fresh men will produce something magical here tonight, I don't know. But Max Danger looking to end it here. He struggled to connect with these last time out, and he struggled again. Max Danger misses with the super kick from behind. Snap German suplex. And he seems to have an act for dodging that super kick. Alex Wilson, and now Max Danger is in trouble. Was going for the corner, maybe looking for the super kick, and now look at this. Oh, and there it is, Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye. Chris Danger's move that he made famous, used by his son. He must be a proud father right now. Max Danger again, lining up for the super kick. This time he connects. Super kick connects this time. Max Danger does a great job of connecting now. But now can he capitalize? Now can he put down Alex Wilson? Look at this, Alex Wilson just doesn't go down. And now look at that, play into the crowd. Oh, but he might regret that. Into the cover, hook of the leg, but the rope break. The referee sees the hand, and the referee refuses to count it. Max trying to get out of there, trying to retain the title. We know he's a fantastic fighter, so hard to beat in the ring. And he's proven that week in, week out. But yet, he hasn't been in the ring for a while, so maybe the ring rust will come to fruition here. Who knows? But right now, he's struggling to deal with Alex Wilson. Wilson really is providing an answer to everything he's throwing at him. Oh my God! Darts the suplex and throws him across the room, and he crashes into the turnbuckle. But now Max is in trouble. Alex is in trouble. Look at that. Counters the Max Lock. Well countered, and now can he capitalize? Looking for the double underhook. Facebuster. No! Tiger Bomb! Tiger Bomb by Wilson. And now Wilson to the corner. Lining up for the flip over. DDT. This could mean the end of Max Danger's title reign right here. Flip over DDT. Flip over DDT. Into the cover. Hook of the leg. Do we have a new World Heavyweight Champion? Kick out at 2. Max Danger gets the shoulder up. And I think Wilson maybe knew that one wasn't going to be enough, but he was hoping. And now look at this, going to use his aerial abilities with a springboard there, and the Wolfpack are hyped up. And this rivalry between the Danger family and the Wolfpack has been going for quite some time, ever since Max Danger cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase on King Sam. Look at this, a straight jacket submission here, trying to keep Max down, but Max able to power his way through. And these two natural cruiserweight fighters really are pushing each other to the limit here. Max was lining up for a super kick there, but he sees Wilson immediately lifting up back to his feet. And he doesn't connect with it. And now Wilson going to go for the cover to become a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. Max survives. But Max is taking some punishment now. And I don't know how much more he has left in the tank. These two really are pushing each other to the limit again, as they do every time they step in the ring. Max looking for a third super kick. He's connected with one, missed with one. Will he connect the third? Yes, he will! Super kick by Max. Max Danger with his second connected super kick. He connects. And in a bad spot now is Alex Wilson. Looking for an eagle eye again. Eagle eye! Eagle eye to the back. And now, look at that. Oh, was going for the legs there, but couldn't get him. And now, trying to plant him down, twisting into the arms and legs, and slams him down face first. And look at Chris Danger hyping himself up. He's loving what his son is doing right now. Making the Danger family proud. On the outside of the ring, Falcon Arrow. The Wolfpack a bit worried now, a bit concerned, because Max Danger is taking advantage right now. Trying to capitalize on the control. Couldn't. Went for the kick to the gut. Misses and now hooks the leg. And this could be bad. Trying to wear down the leg early, maybe to apply the Max lock at a later time. Doesn't do it. Lines up for another super kick. Super kick number 4. Will it be a connection for the third time? It will. A third super kick to the jaw. And that could be lights out. Is that enough to put Alex Wilson away to retain the championship? No! 3 super kicks and Alex Wilson is still standing. And now look at this, going to the top, going big here, looking for the 450. No, he doesn't connect. Misses with the 450. And now Alex Wilson looking to capitalize, looking for the bitter end, and it could be the bitter end of Max Danger's World Heavyweight Championship reign right now. Looking for it, bitter end. Bitter end. The Wolfpack think it's over. Wilson thinks it's over. And it is! Wilson's done it! Wilson's World Heavyweight Champion again! Max Danger has been dethroned! I don't believe it! Max Danger is defeated in tonight's main event! He can't believe it! He just couldn't find it! He just couldn't find the finishing touch to keep him down. Max gets it done. He had to go for a lot. 2 flip over DDTs, 2 flip over double underhook face busters. Another classic match between the two. And it sees a huge, shocking win. Alex Wilson of the Wolfpack has captured the World Heavyweight Championship again. He's now a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. And these two just seem to go back and forth with that title, but Alex Wilson has done it. Alex Wilson has recaptured the World Heavyweight Championship and is now a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion, the most World Heavyweight Championship reigns in history, tied, of course, with Max Danger. Well, I have a feeling that Max will be cashing his rematch very soon, but what a match, what a victory, and what a way to end tonight's show. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like if you did. Comment your thoughts and feelings on tonight's show. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And congrats to the new World Heavyweight Champion. And I will see you guys at the pay-per-view. Peace.